How are you guys? This is more or less like an emergency stream, right? Oh, okay. I mean, it's Tuesday, so we could say that it's our usual stream. It's just that it's been a while. Can you all see me and hear me? Okay, I think they said there's a mistake with the SL, right? The one that I put in a group 4278.50. That's the real SL. 4278.50. That is the SL. Great. That is the SL, guys. 4278.50. Also be alive. Let me just share the stream with the people so that they know that you guys should just wait for me. We'll talk. But I hope you're in the trade, by the way. I hope you're in the trade. First things first. We'll talk soon. I hope you're in the trade. Thank you all for correcting me on the stop loss though. But let's see. I hope the new one is correct. I hope the new one at that place is correct. It should give us about 70 pips SL. It's just 70 pips from the entry, which is pretty decent looking at our current market conditions, right? So anyway, good morning, guys. Well, we're kind of in profits already. So anyway, it's good. It's good to see you guys here. It's been a while. Let me see some comments quickly before we start today's session. Um, Good morning, chef. The chef is back. The chef has always been back. Sometimes I don't know why I just don't click on the live thing, right? But if there is one thing that is for sure, one thing that's for sure, I'm so impressed with you guys' uh, attentiveness on the live performance because for for some weeks now that I've not even been live to trade with you guys. Can you believe that you guys? I have people coming into my DMs telling me that they just watch my live videos and they are already like good traders. Like they are just replicating what I do. They didn't even pay for mentorship. Trust me. And that's alone just taught me that it looks like the movement that we are creating here is really it's really a massive one. If you benefited from the live sessions, is this what the streamer says? W's in the chat, W's in the chat, W's in the chat. Anyway, guys, we are 50 pips in. I hope you've taken a trade. If you haven't, I told you guys that the community, that is where I put all my updates. Tell you guys that if you don't find me on the live, you can find me in the community. Anyway, I'm updating the community for now, so hold on, guys. 50 pips, that's okay. TP1 should be somewhere around because our SL is 70 pips. I think TP1 is 4293, right? That's somewhere around this point, 4293.50. That should be more than 4293.50, somewhere around this point. That's like about 80 pips. So that's more than 1:1. That's more than 1:1 risk to reward ratio, which is good. Which is good. Which is good. Which is very, very good. Anyway, back to you guys. I mean, I've sent the coordinates already. It's time for the market to just do its thing. Let's talk. Let's see how the market has been going. Good to see you again. Good to see you too, Obed. Bossman, Rick, good to see you. What country flag is that? The the green and the chef himself. Okay, Don Perez, I see you. Chef Ricky, good morning, boss. Good morning, Juliana. The chef is back. Miss you in your life lessons with us. Compliments of the season. Compliments of the seasons to you too. First time across this channel, amazing, amazing. Wall Street Live Studios, guys. Look at what the trade is doing. I missed you on my screen, chef. I miss you guys as well. I'm back. We are here now. Let's learn and earn. It looks like you guys missed me, eh? Long time no see. Apparently, this is even our first stream since I ever since I moved out, right? Good morning from they call Adan Empire, right? Oh, I see. You guys are active. You left us without notice. We need an apology. Sorry, guys. Just had other things coming the way. How to handle it. But I'm here now, so no problem. Let's get it going. I love the giants Kojo has created. I'll be one of them soon. Definitely, definitely. We're creating many more giants. Just put in the work. You're gonna be there. Simplicity of chat. We keep it simple and clean this side. No stress, no extra gimmicks. Big Rick, any plans for people who want to recover big losses? Fadil, Fadil 190. This your question is very interesting. Any plans for people who want to recover big losses? It tells me that it's a very personal question you're asking. You probably took a big loss and you want to recover. But I do not have any plans for people who want to recover any big losses. But then I have sort of advice, quote unquote. The year is almost running up. We might, I haven't really seen it yet though. We might experience low volumes coming. Uh, Now it's not really the best time to be going so hard on the market. The year is running up. You just want to put things in place, cool, so that you can start next year properly. So if you have any big loss that you want to recover, I don't know, but I really don't think I don't know about your risk appetite. But if you ask me, I think now it's time to just take it easy and recover your losses bit by bit. Yeah, basically, bro. But if your risk management has also been outlined where you can actually go hard to recover your losses, that's also totally fine by me. But I mean, in December. Akufu Ebenezer says, long time seeing your life. Long time, guys. I'm here now. Don't worry. We're here now. Market conditions, they say, be tough in December, but chef never disappoints. Well, to be honest, or truth be told, there are some Decembers that are very, very like ruthless. Okay. Um, um, but one thing that I have told you guys over and over and over again is, irrespective of the things that you hear about the market, about especially certain months and their trading conditions, if you haven't experienced it for yourself, just take it as just take it as, I wouldn't say you should neglect it totally, but I would advise that you experience it for yourself. So let's say you hear that December is a very bad month to trade, okay? Now, because of that, from 1st December, you have closed your laptop, that you have stopped trading without actually trying to see whether your setups will even still play out, you know. So that is you experiencing it for yourself. Then from there, you can also make your own independent judgment. One thing that is very, one thing that will take you far in not just trading alone, but in life in general, is to have a mind of your own. Have the ability to use your mind to think with your experiences, that of your experiences and that of others. You understand? So you can tell last December we traded. This December too, we've done 2 weeks already. This is our third week. Okay. You never know. Maybe next week, which is like Christmas week, that is when the volumes will really, really be slow because it's really, really holiday season now. People are really on break. But at that point, we probably will be done with the year. Are you following me? Do you get what I'm saying? So, and also last week we experienced a bit of last week we experienced a bit of consolidation before the trade actually finally played out. I'm looking for the trade. I think it's this one. Last week Thursday we called out a nice buy setup, something similar to what we are trading today. Okay, something very similar to what we are trading today, and the market, look at how long it took before finally spiking into massive profits. Okay, so that could also be a factor. Aside that, I'm really big on getting the experience for yourself. Right. So that's about the December market. Can you break down the trade here, or I'll do that shortly. It's not a big problem for me, guys. I don't really know why I said that. Anyway, I'll break it down for you quickly. It's not a problem at all. That's why we are here. But let me take other questions first, and then we do this, get this done with. Transparency is key to success in this industry. I thank God I come across this platform, joining the community at a go. Well, that is the main reason why we are here. You can even go back and check all our previous live sessions. I try as much as possible to come at least once every week, and then show you guys how things are really, really done. And that has been one of my major goals this year, right? To actually carry people along with this whole trading thing. Let people understand how trading really, really works. And I can tell that even though I've not touched on the required number, after a lot of people, sorry, let me just rephrase. I've changed a lot of people's trading mentality and mindset and how to approach the market, but there's still more people out there that I need to reach out to, or we need to reach out to as a collective. There are a lot of people who, prior to meeting me, thought every day they have to be like placing about 10 trades in a day. I mean, don't get me wrong, if that is how your system is also designed, we have people who are scalpers, okay, who really do that and they are profitable. That is fine. But I'm talking about people who don't even know the reason why they're taking these multiple trades. They just wake up and they think that the more they have to trade, the more money they'll make and all of those things. and they see the calm approach that I use to the market. They see how I sift through setups. They see how I do all those things. It helps them. It's like, oh, so this is how this man actually trades, or this is how Chef Ricky actually goes about his trading setups. You understand? So these live sessions has really really impacted a lot of people. Losing money is a process. Getting it back is another process. Just be patient. That's fact. I'm sure um that goes to Fadil. Cook Chef Ricky. Isaac Tulot. I see you, Isaac Tulot. Our live session went in drawdown. It was not me. Oh. I went on small vacation. I mean, excuses. Once again, excuses. Excuses. Because where I was with my laptop and my gadgets. I could have easily still come on stream live and trade with you guys because I was actively sending signals. I was just enjoying myself too much. Yeah, so no excuses, guys. Chef, please, we are waiting for the interview you talked about. It's going to come. The interview will be released probably this week or so. He messaged me earlier. I think he's going to release the interview this week. Chef Rick, I want to little rich man like you. This guy is a dusted crypto guy. I need a trading partner who is from Amasamai. Shouts to Amasamai niggas. Somebody says they need a trading partner. So if you are from Amasamai, you can reach out to him. We are almost 60 pips in this profit in this trade. Do give away. Ask our questions. Ask questions about the trade you took. So this is a gentleman who is um you remember in junior high or let's say in back in school, you are telling the teacher that you want to set your own exam questions and answer them. That is what this is doing right now. How do you decide to close your trades when you run in 200 pips in profit and starts coming against your SL? I'm sure because I realize you stay above all your TP. Uh, okay, I think I don't get your question fully, but I think your question is around my trade management techniques, right? I have said this over and 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 over again. But let me repeat it one last time for the year ends. So when it comes to trade management, right? What I currently do that works for me is I approach trade management differently based on the account that I'm trading. So you see this trade that I've sent out, for instance, quick 60 or let me say TP1, 70, 80 pips thereabout. On my small account, quickly I close that because I just look to what scalp or kind of like I'm looking for quick profits on that one. Then on a big account that I can actually afford to let the market do its thing, that is the one that I actually leave for the most part to do its thing. You understand? Even with that, there's trade management techniques to that as well. There's no way I'll see that trade surpass TP1 all the way going to like TP2, and I'll wait for it to come all the way to take my stop loss out at full stop loss. Okay? I'll take partials, I'll put stop loss to break it. You guys see the screenshots when I'm posting it on the channel. You see that when it gets to a point, even the loss size that I started to take the trade with, it changes. Have you guys noticed this? If you have noticed this, let me know in the comment section. You see that I put the screenshots maybe for money, somewhere around evening when the market is somewhere really deep in profit. I actually either move the stop loss to break even, and I even change the lot size because I'm taking partials on that account. So when it comes to trade management, different strokes for different folks. But what I can tell you is that do not leave money on the table. Know the account type that you are trading and act accordingly. Know the account type that you are trading and act accordingly. Profit is profit. Understand? And mind you, let it be known that taking partials or closing out on trades early can comes with its own psychology as well. So let's say on a day where you close like 100 pips or 200 pips, which is good, but that same day it goes to about 700 pips, 800 pips. You will feel the pain as a human being, but you need to remind yourself that you're following a strict game plan because once again, the market does not move 700 pips, 800 pips every single day for you to be waiting for that. Your 100, 200 pips is more realistic. Do you understand what I'm saying? Right. So until you have the facilities to capture or take advantage of the big moves, just play your game according to your size and work out. Now, don't get me wrong. It doesn't mean you cannot swing a small account as well. I have people who maybe they're $100, they just put like some smaller size. They took like a buy trade and they left it because they don't really need the money at the moment and they were trying to see how far the market to go based on market structure as well. Okay, you use all these things to also make informed decisions on the chart. It's not random. Just leave it. Look at where the market is coming from. Let's say you bought somewhere around here, you are buying at a high. So a place like this, I will not be so comfortable to hold a trade too long. But you see, after I did this pullback, how many of you noticed that yesterday I did not take a trade yesterday? Yesterday, I did not take a single trade at all. I had to wait. I had to go through the patience to wait for all of this drop. It is not as if I did not see the drop happening. I saw it. I actually saw it all the way from the highs here. I just was not interested in the sales. As a matter of fact, I genuinely thought the sell was going to be a short-lived one, like come all the way here, and then we probably buy from here. You understand? But once it got there, and before, prior to that, even the formation it was creating here was giving me more insight that this thing is not going to reverse from this point. It's going to go deeper, simply because if it was going to be a simple retracement, it should have just hit the high and then we have it. But after hitting the high, what happened? It created a classic reversal pattern, which is what? An inverse head and shoulder. This part being the left shoulder, this is the head, and then this is the right shoulder. And from there, the market just kept melting. And then during the Asian session as well, we had to create this nice, let me just mark these things out so that you guys see what I'm talking about. Okay, this right here, and then it dropped, kept dropping. Then in the evening as well, we had a nice something like this. Easy. So I had to wait through all of these cells up until today. Understand? So what was I even saying, or where was I even? I was talking about trade management still. Okay, so that's just by the way. Chef, is it possible to? But I hope I answered your question, Crystal. Chef, is it possible to automate your trades with trading bots? I have not really like done much investigations on trading bots, so I don't have enough information on that. Right? I don't know how far those the bots can go. When is the next event, Chef Ricky? Details will be announced. Details will be announced for the next event. Okay. Oh, so most of you have already noticed how I even change I take the partial also I put a stop. Yeah. So that's how I do it. Famous trader said, never let the market take back your trade after 50% in profit. It's not wrong. It's not wrong. Basically, but me, for instance, I usually advise 1:1 at least. If you reach 70 pips and you've made 70 pips and above, there's no way you should sit down and let the market take the profits from you. Yeah, that's quite good. Partial is like when you take partial, the total amount of money you gain in reduces. Of course, if that reduces, that is why I even advise that you see, it's different account sizes for different purposes. Taking partials is attractive and lucrative for people who have big or substantial lot sizes on the trade. To be honest with you, I will not put a zero point 0.1 on a trade and be looking for the take partials. I rather take all the profit than try to disturb myself that I'm taking partials with 0.1 or any of those like lot sizes. You know what I'm saying? Taking partials makes sense when it's like good substantial lot size. Just facts. Please watch the tool you used to draw the flag in green. It's not a flag, it's a wedge. I drew a rising wedge. And it's this one. It's called the parallel channel. So you go to the second side, you click on the arrow there, and then you just look through it. You see this one, the parallel channel. Okay. That's what you use to draw this kind of um the channel basically. So that's also another way. It's better to close at least half after you hit CP1 and leave the rest to run. Don't throw stops that way. Even if it goes to SL, you lose nothing. Risk to reward, we should do really. I do this sometimes too. You see that I'll mainly just take like my partials or I'll take like a good amount of profit, but I'll not even move a stop loss to break even because I don't want a situation where it come down and wake me out at entry and still go in my way. So even if it comes down to take me at a loss, you see that that loss will just balance out with the partials that I took earlier. So it's either like I just gain nothing at all. That too is a good way to go about it. But usually after that's TP1 vibes. Usually when it crosses TP2 going at that point the stop loss to break even is a must for me. Anyway, our guys, our trade is currently in about 70 pips, right? It's currently running about 70 pips. Let me see where we have my TP1. TP1 is right here. TP1 is 4293.50. 4293.50. Right. We are currently 70 pips in, so let me announce that quickly and then we see what we're doing. Do you guys hear that? Yep, yep, yep. That's a screenshot right there. What was the breakdown? Okay, let's do the breakdown now. I was actually even breaking it down a few minutes ago, but okay. So this is the whole idea with the trade. Starts from the higher time frame, obviously. Now look at this carefully. The whole of yesterday we had gold selling, and if you understand how the market works, whatever goes down will definitely come back up again. So all you have to do is to look for advantageous regions where you see that price can react from for the market or price can respect for the market to buy from. And how do you identify such regions? By looking out to past areas where there have been reactions in the past. Okay. One of them being, this is on a higher time frame. One of them is this area right here. The next one could be this area right here. That is if price finally broke its all and almost coming all the way down. Another one too is this area right here, which is already marked. So these are all key retail zones where the market, after selling enough, will either retrace or reverse totally. So if you notice something, my take profit is not all the way up here, even though I'll hold a trade beyond TP2, like I'll put my trade management criteria in place, taking my passions and what to see how far the trade will go. Using market structure wise, this was a double top yesterday. And with double tops, it could also mean that on the higher time frame, we could have a deeper pullback. You understand? Something like this. Notice here, after the market rallied all the way up, and we got to this point that we had this double top. What happened? We had the market go all the way down. Okay. The only difference between a move like this and a move currently here is that the only difference between a move like this and a move like that is that you see when the market was dropping at the other side, there was no levels really holding it or no friction. It just went ballistic. Okay, look, this is what I'm talking about. When it was dropping, there was no, these levels didn't hold them at all. It's not as if there were no levels. There was this level here that could have possibly given us like a nice, you know, support level, but it just went through it. But looking at what we are currently trading, the market actually reacted from that zone, and that's how come on a lower time frame I was able to support an opportunity, which could either be a reversal all the way back up, or it could be a short retracement. And you know, gold is volatile, so whether short or long, at least some 100 pips, 200 pips, we're going to get or grab from the market. So that is the perspective from the higher time frame. Then we go all the way to the lower time frame to see our vantage points as well. So on the 15 minutes, obviously I explained this once to you. The first area that I was looking at, which is this break and retest level here, which was smashed totally. Then if market came all the way down here, reacted to this level. What level is even this? Let me just take it out of here quickly. And also take this trade out so that we see what we are seeing. Reacted to this level, it started going back up. It created a wedge pattern and then it dropped again. So when the market dropped here, first things first, it respected this level. Okay. Now after it respected this level, it started going back up. If you guys know how I take my entries as well, I don't go in for the first entry. For the most part, I look out for reversal pattern even on the lower time frame too. So I would like to see maybe like a double bottom or a W or whatever it is that you guys call it, or a solid candlestick confirmation pattern before I jump in on the trade. Okay, so as you can see, it went up a bit, then it sold off passively. So after selling off, look at the classic move here. This is what some people like to call liquidity sweep and the rest. Okay, but the whole idea is it tried to sell, then the bulls came in, pushing price all the way back up, giving us a nice closure. That's it. That's just the whole reasoning behind this trade. And then I'm in. And that's all. The rest is the risk elements, putting my money where my mouth is. It's either I make money or I take an L. It's as simple as that. On a trade like this, when would you go break even? I've explained over and over and over and over. Okay, so you are late, and I'm sure you have to watch the recorded. So that's my breakdown on this trade. It's pretty simple and straightforward. Okay, so boss, did you only trade gold? I think it's boring, right? But will you recommend it to someone? How is gold boring? Gold is not boring. And will I recommend it to someone? Yes, all my people trade gold. What was the breakdown done? Please, what is the best time frame to trade as a day trader for other currencies as well? I think 15 minutes is a good balance. Anywhere between 15 minutes and 5 minutes is good balance. What's the pips for stop? What's the best pips for stop loss on gold? The best pips for stop loss on gold is usually putting stop loss where it's supposed to be, which is if you take a trade from a support, for instance, you put your stop loss below the range. Okay, but for me, sometimes like this, it's below the range. All right, so this is still good, but if I take it further, it means the stop loss is too wide. So usually when the stop loss is too wide for me, I kind of just use my discretion to slash it to like some 50, 60 pips. You understand? But aside that, I like to put it where I'm supposed to put it, and then let the market determine the amount of pips it's supposed to have. You understand? Ah, there's NFP today. What are we to expect? Oh, really? Wow, I've not even checked the fundamentals. When was the last time NFP was released? FOREX Factory. When was the last time NFP was released? NFP, really? Today is Tuesday, right? Wow. Non-farm employment change. Whoa. Whoa, the data is like looking very, very dramatic or drastic because the last jobs that were created was 119,000 and they are expecting this to reduce all the way to 51,000. Wow. Wow. Already the forecast is not looking good job wise. But once again, if the actual actually goes below the the forecast, then it can be very, very, very it can be a very drastic change on the market. Other than that, if it is still within, let's say it's lower than the expect, but it's slightly above it, let's say it's lower than the the previous, but it's slightly above the forecast, there wouldn't be much change because they were already forecasting it to be so low as 51,000. So if it's 51,000 again or below 51,000, then we can have that drastic change. But overall, we've seen weakness in the USD because looks like they didn't create much jobs. I mean, there was a shutdown in the US for like almost a month, right or wrong. So it's only, but if the data is not looking, doesn't look good for the USD, we should expect more USD weakness and also just more gold rallies and GBP USD rallies and the rest. But when it comes to fundamentals, right? Me, I don't trade fundamentals live on the like on the go. No, I don't trade fundamentals. So you see this morning, for instance, I'm in a trade already. If this trade smashes my take profits and the rest, why should I come and look for a trade during NFP? I don't need it. You understand? Also, fundamentals um can be too, what's the right word for this? I want to look for the right word to use. I might not get the right word, but let me just explain this to you. Fundamentals on its own, it's very not choppy, not choppy, chaotic. You can say chaotic. Chaotic is a close one. Why am I saying that? You can have the data telling you that there will be weakness in the USD, and you see the USD being strong. It has happened over and over again. I've said it over again as well. So mostly I just like to avoid it, or even if I want to trade it, I use a completely separate account that I know that if things go worse and the account is gone, that is the account. Like that's the stop loss is the account size. Basically, that's how I will trade fundamentals if I have to. Again, other than that as well, I also believe in actually waiting for the data to be released before you can be able to make a decision. So you wait for the data. When the actual is released, let's say this one for instance, non-farm employment change is simple. They're telling the number of jobs that has been created in the last month, excluding the farming sector. So it still has to do with employment. And the bigger the number, the better it is for the currency because it means that more jobs have been created. So if they are expecting it to be less, 51,000, and then the actual comes and it's like they say 40,000, that is way less than what they were expecting. It means that more jobs were not created. It means that it's a bad look on the USD. USD is supposed to be weak. Simple as that. If the actual comes and it's more than the forecast, let's say the jobs that were created was 100,000. That's like times two of what they were expecting. Good look for the USD. You see that the figure will be green instead of red, and then you know, simple stuff. It's the chaotic part that you cannot control. It's the chaotic part that you cannot control. Guys, this trade is going to be a tough one. It's not really going to be an easy one like straight to profit. So currently it's coming back down again, but the trade is still valid. We could have it. You could have it even come all the way down to even retest this level before buying again, or we could have it just buy from wherever it is currently as well. But whatever it is, the risk has been established. You need to be able to sit through it. Yes, so unpredictable is there, misleading is there. You trade gold, only no other options, only gold. Yes, currently I trade gold, just gold. Currently I trade just gold. Once again, thanks for the money throughout at National Theatre Big Thanks. You're welcome, JFX. I think I saw a TikTok where you spoke about purchasing a final account with the money, and how is it going so far though? Is it going well? Boss, can you talk about the techniques of passing prop firms in your own way, since the passing of prop firms are hype now? Okay. So when it comes to techniques of passing prop firms, what I will say is that prop firm is the is the easiest at the same time the most difficult thing to pass. Okay. First things first, accept risk. Okay. Accept risk. Don't be scared of trading the account. Don't pamper the account. Don't be scared of breaching the account and then, holding on to the account for too long, for 1 month, 2 months. No, that's not the right way. Okay. Number two, when I say accept risk or don't pamper the account, I don't mean, oh, okay, you said that one is not you. Okay, okay. When I say don't pamper the account. I don't mean that you should just wake up and be taking trades anyhow on the account. Use the parameters you are given. Understand that when you're trading profits, at that point, the rules of the account is no longer in your hands. You see how your personal account, when you take a loss right now, the next thing you're doing, you are revenge trading, you are doing all of those things that you know are not healthy for your account, but you still do it anyway. On a prop firm, you have a boss who will fire you if you go against trading rules. So it's more about discipline than even knowing how to trade. Don't get me wrong, if you don't know how to trade, you have no business with prop firm. You have to know how to trade first and also master your discipline and following instruction or rules. That's the only way you can survive. So you have a $10,000 account. You're given a daily drawdown of 5%, 4%. I think that's the industry standard, right? So 5% of a $10,000 account is about $500. Then they say overall drawdown is 10%. 10% is what? $1,000. So basically, you when you wake up today, you have $500 to trade or play with. So now it's up to you. Do I want to risk all of these $500 on a single trade, or maybe I divide into two? Okay, so I can say that maybe divide it into two, right? So $250 for one trade, or maybe $300. Like just be um, flexible about it. But whatever you decide to choose, you need to make sure that you stick to it. And it says that you see this setup you saw, for instance, stop loss is 70 pips. If you put a one lot in that trade, that is $700. You have gone beyond your personal risk for the day and also even the daily risk drawdown. You understand? So there and there, the account is breached. So now you play, maybe you put, if one lot is $700, 0.5 should be like $350. So you can go like 0.4, take the trade, you put a stop loss there. The rest is to allow the trade to do its thing. Then you manage it. So I don't know. You realize that reasons why people pass profit. What are some of the reasons why people fail profits? Tell me. What are some of the reasons that you genuinely think that you failed your profits that you are trading? What are the reasons? What are the reasons that you think people failed profits? Over risking. As for over risking, there once you do it, the system will just take you out because the thing is there $500, $10,000, and you go and risk a little bit above it, you are gone. Risk management. Two answers, and they all boil down to what? Risk. What again? Poor risk to reward ratio and risking too much. Indiscipline. So you see, okay, you keep naming them. Keep naming them. Greed also falls under risk management or psychology. Keep naming them. But boss, trading only one thing, is that really easy, like trading only gold in terms of getting setups every day? They're waiting because of only one thing. It's easy for me because the way I trade currently, I get setups every day on gold. So you don't just get up and say you want to trade only one pair. No, you need to make sure that that pair actually, your system allows you to get frequent trades on that pair before you can decide to focus on just one pair. No, if the pair you're trading or the system you trade allows you to wait for maybe a couple of days before you see a setup, you are better off at trading like multiple pairs than trying to focus on just one. Are you with me? I'm still listening to your your not reading the props T and C and rules, not reading the props terms and conditions and also their rules. You're not reading, you're trading the props. Okay. What if you risk only 1% to be safe until you pass it on a 100K account? 1%? How much are you going to? You see, the risk must not be too low. The risk must be substantial so that you can also make some good profit. If the risk is too low, you end up quote unquote pampering the account and you can pass the account, but it will take you maybe longer. I don't know. Do you understand what I'm saying? People don't have an edge in the market, but they want to trade the profit. So that's the only technical answer I've gotten so far. Edge. They don't have an edge. An edge simply means when you take trades, overall, are you profitable? Do you win more than you lose? Do you make money more than you lose money? That's once you do the math and you make money than you lose money, you have a good edge. So if that groundwork is not done, you have no business with trading profits. That's number one. Number two, all the answers you give fell under what? The psychology, the risk management that I explained earlier. So at that point, until you decide to have an honest conversation with yourself, you decide to start playing the trades by the books and doing things by the rules, you are going nowhere. Mine is overconfidence on the funded account. That too is very true. That too happens. So people trade nicely, right? They pass phase one, they pass phase two, but once they get to their funded account stage, they actually get this new level of confidence to, you need, it's difficult. Don't get me wrong. Problems can be very stressful. Like the process they'll take you through, it's difficult to maintain same level of discipline throughout for a couple of months. That is why even on your personal account, you can be trading very nicely, you're making money. After a couple of months, you realize that it's something just happened one day and you just blow the account. It comes from so many places. Maybe you've withdrawn so much money from the account, you're beginning to feel like you can risk more on that account. And certain day you just wake up, you take a risk that you normally would not take, and then you just blow the account. Does that happen or not? It happens all the time. Okay, so that one is normal. So pro firms also take advantage of these things. They take like how long are you going to be, how long are you going to be consistent with your discipline through phase one, phase two, all the way to your fund account. That's the challenge as well. So some people use certain systems to pass their challenges phase one, phase two. Once they get a live account, they switch things up. No, I would recommend or advise that the same way you pass your phase one, the same way you pass your phase two, when you get a live account, to treat it like that. Don't even don't even start to feel like it's a live account, so you want to, like, just do the math. Okay, believe in the math, treat it like that. That way, the only way you will lose the account is if you genuinely hit a losing streak. Every system has a losing streak or a time where it does not really work. It's you take losses back to back to back to back. So if you follow your risk management plan, the only time that you probably blow the account is when you genuinely have a losing streak and things are not going well strategy wise. Other than that, I don't know. I don't know what else. I want to follow all your trade management from January to 26. When you close, I close. When you open, I open. That will it will help me. You are one of the people who like Apple or people who copy exams, but I don't have a problem. I've already given you my trade management criteria already. Is it advisable to close partials on evaluation phase, or you have to have solid risk to reward ratio? Man, the two of them can work. The two of them can work. You can go for risk to reward ratio. You can close, but like anything can. The two of them actually works. So you just need to choose your poison and that you don't overthink it. Me, I also believe not too much in the risk to reward like that. Even though that also works, but I believe more on also like the way I manage my trades. I will do the same thing with profit. I will not let money come on a trade and let it slide. I'll close partials. I'll still take. I will still move my stop loss to break even at vantageous point. Like same thing, same thing. So it's not like one over the other, because the two of them actually works. But how did you come to the conclusion that you can only trade gold? It looks like Abu Bakr is new. I think so because I've told this story over and over and over again. But let's let's see if we can help Abu Bakr out. Okay, guys. Anyway, kindly like this live feed. Also subscribe to the channel so that we can grow as a family. Like it and subscribe to the channel. Like the feed. Right? Like the feed. Also, if you're not in the community where I send all the trade updates and the likes, I'm pasting a link in there right now. That is where all the match. If I'm not on YouTube, that is where you find me. So you want to get started with trading, you want to learn how to trade, all of those things. Do there. So that's the link right there. I've pinned it as well. This is how old were you when you started trading? I think I was 22. Yeah, I was 22 years old when I started trading. Guys, this trade is stressing me in the sense that like I really want to just go and sleep. Not sleep per se. I have one-on-one session. I have one-on-one session in the next couple of minutes. Hopefully this trade just goes into profit and we can get out of here. If not to it goes straight to loss and we get out of here. Anyway, so the trade is currently reversing, but as I said, this is where my stop loss is, and I see it probably even coming all the way here before buying again. Let's see what's happening on the lower on a much lower time frame. Yeah, so until we get like a reaction, which is looking good, we still the bulls are still around. That is why the market is not violently dropping just yet. So until we get that push back up, for now we hold. But what if gold consolidates for weeks? For you that trade only gold? How gold consolidates for weeks? Gold will never consolidate for weeks. Also, even if it does, I know my way around gold, so I'll still trade it regardless. And even if not gold is not tradable again, mind you, I was trading everything else before I started trading gold. So if gold is not tradable again, I have options to go trade. I can go trade Nasdaq, I can go trade US 30, I can go trade BTC, I can go trade even currency pairs, anything I can trade. I'm a trader. I'm a trader first before anything else, before any specialization. Who are those retracting messages? Hey, you write position, delete. Anyway, I've been trading for 3 months, but SL is the problem my strategy or what? If you've been hitting SL back to back, SL back to back for 3 months, then it's your strategy. You need to work on it. Did you went to university after you completed you started trading or what? So I was in university. I actually completed university before I started trading forex. Before I even like heard about it properly. So I'll put it that way. If I heard about it whilst I was still in the university, I probably would have started trading from there, as most of you are currently doing. I mean, I finished the university in 2021 with, sorry, not 2021, 20. That's why I got confused a bit. In 2017, yeah, I finished school in 2017, and in 2018, that's when I started trading. Mentor, do you think this trade can still go to TP? Why not? As far as my trade idea is still valid, me, I don't overthink it too. It's either it's coming down to hit my stop loss, or as far as it's still floating above my loss area, it is still very valid for me. And also, unless I see a different pattern, currently the pattern I'm seeing is a head, an inverse head and shoulder. So this is the left shoulder, this is the head, and then this could possibly just do a thing right here and then bounce off. That is what I'm seeing currently. So I'm not even in a hurry to want to close the trade or anything. Also, my risk has been established, so I still believe in the setup basically. I like your approach on this pair, brings consistent results. You're learning a lot from me, Mr. Rick. I'm glad that you're learning a lot. Somebody says I'm not seeing that chef. Wow. Okay. I don't know what you're not seeing. Are you talking about what I just explained? Like you don't share the same view or perspective. If that's what you mean, that's totally fine as well. Anyway, it's been an hour here already. I don't know, but I'm really tired already. I want to go energize and prepare for the one-on-one session. Oh, he said he's not seeing the head and shoulder. Oh, it's clear as daylight. Look at this. Look at this as well. Same thing. This one is the inverse. Oh no, sorry. This one is the head and shoulder. This one is the inverse. So it's clear as daylight. It's clear as daylight. Boss, please, could you explain to me your percentage TP1 and percentage TP2 and what is the reasoning behind it? So the reasoning behind setting my take profit targets usually starts from market structure before anything else. So structure wise, I know that if this thing is even buying, when it gets to this level here, there should be some form of reactions, maybe to back down or before it breaks it. So that can be my TP2. Then TP1 usually is just like if I'm risking like 70%, sorry, 70 pips on a trade, I want to make like at least at least 70 pips or more. So at least 1:1 risk to reward ratio and slightly above it for TP1. That's all. That's just the rationale behind it. So yeah, please, when we start going to the gym, like you said, soon, soon, soon. We'll resume soon. Wow, guys, this is not looking. It's not looking proper. It looks like It was like this is what this is the part. This is what could happen as well. Okay, we could be taken out, and we could still have another confirmation again for the trade. That also is possible. Okay, so whatever it is, I'm prepared and I'm ready for whatever outcome. Very ready for whatever outcome it is. Wow. Guys, we might just be cooked on this one. Well, we'll be around to find another setup if it goes our way again. As you guys know it, have I literally have two attempts in a day. So if I take a loss on this one and listen to the clause, and there is still a valid setup, or I still find another valid setup for the day, that's the only reason. That's only when I come in again or I risk again. Simple. It's very very simple. Trading can be like that. The newbies may be surprised, but it's part of the game, so just be bold. I don't think they're even surprised. Also, it's not only newbies that go through it sometimes. Even advanced traders, you see some people take loss and ask, be like, why? Why? They'll be like, why me? Why not you? I'm very hungry this morning. I don't know. Guys, a minute. 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Let me grab something to eat so that Have we hit stop loss yet? Oh, we haven't. All right. We haven't hit stop loss yet, so let's see. Okay, this 15 minutes candle just closed and it's looking very, 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 very bearish. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see what the 5 minutes has for us. Let's see what the 1 minute also has. Well, all you have to do is to wait. We need for this trade to be saved, honestly speaking, we need a miracle bullish candle to push this thing back up. Other than that, this one will hit stop loss. Okay? And then we'll have some more confirmations, consolidation again before another confirmation for the buy again. Just those are just the two options. Either price will push from here. If it doesn't, we are cooked. It's game over, guys. They're really tough and doing well. I'm imagining being the one on the seat, selling out a trade to a huge number of people and seeing them take an L and lose money. Their reactions to us. Okay, so this comes from a couple of places. It comes from experience. I've done this over and over and over again. My people have come to understand, especially those who have been with me for some time now. They come to understand that it's part of the process. They come to understand how we trade. They come to understand that even when we take losses, we're able to recover. They've come to understand that overall, before the week ends, regardless of how individual days go, we still are profitable. So all of these results and track records are there for them. So I hardly even get such reactions anymore from my people. The reactions are kind of positive. Also, above all this as well, I lose money as well. I equally lose money, sometimes even more than some people. So I think it's all good. It's all calm this side. Everybody's calm, clean. It's good vibes. We here to make money and just trade. It's not. It doesn't go beyond that. Anyway, when your trade is reversing, do you add positions? No, I don't add positions. When your trade is reversing, you add positions. That's one of the pits that you can dig for yourself. You are going straight to hell because if that trade does not go back in your favor, you are going to lose more than you even intended to lose. Because if your first position is making you lose, let's say $500, which is what you were ready to risk on a trade, right? And then you you add more positions. Mind you, any new position that you add is a fresh and different risk as well. It might be less than your initial risk, but it's still risk anyway. So let's say your first entry $500 stop loss. Then when it was coming down a bit, you put another entry there again. If that's not even $500, that's like some $250. At the end of the day, if it hits your stop loss, you're going to lose 750 instead of 500 that you are quote unquote comfortable with. So I do not add positions when I'm losing. I stick to my risk management rules. As a matter of fact, did you see me add any position right now? No, it's still that one position that we took. Right. So if it's something that you do, you need to stop it. Guys, I think we are getting our miracle candle. We might just be getting a miracle candle. I spoke about this earlier that we need a push back up. Other than that, we are cooked. But it looks like so far so good. Let's drop some W's in the chat, some heat in the chat. Let's wait. Some fire emojis. Let's put some fire emojis so that this trade we just Pick up from here. Drum rolls, drum rolls, drum rolls. So do you trade synthetics as well? No, I do not trade synthetics. Guys, drop some fire emojis now. Let's let this thing cook. Let's push, push, push. Hey, hey. Guys, I think we are in for real. We are in for real. Let's drop some more fire emojis. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Gold has tormented us. It's time for us also to torment gold. Put some emojis in there. Guys, if this trade comes down again, we are cooked. Let's put some more. If you don't want us to lose out of this trades, do what I'm doing. Put some more fire emojis. Some of you ask what's the secret to trading. This is the secret. You know, you have to put, after you take the trade, you have to put some fire emojis one side. This is the secret to trading. Anyway, come on now. Let's see whether 5 minutes has closed. Okay, 5 minutes has closed. Looking very, very strong. At this point, we just have to chill. You know, just have to chill. Guys, if you're here, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video as well. Guys, there's something holding this trade again. I don't know what happened. But looks like we have to wait. At least we are not where we used to be. But with the momentum with which it was coming, usually by now it's supposed to like fire past it and just keep going. But let's see. Let's wait. Don't have much to do. We just keep motivating ourselves in the game, especially when we are back up in the trade. Well, me for the most part, I like to just keep calm, stoic composure. Just clean vibes, not too excited, not sad as well. Balance key. Mr. Ray, did you go to university before trading? Or yes, I went to university before trading. But don't get me wrong, it's not like a requirement like I had to go to university before I traded. No. I just happened to find trading after the university. So if I found trading whilst I was still in university, I probably would still have traded or started trading before I even graduated. Okay. The candle is looking good. So far so good, but we need more. We need more. We need more. Okay, looking good, looking good, looking good. Guys, if you have any questions, now is the time. Bring more questions because this is why people say trading is boring. Trading is 90% waiting, the rest is just letting the market do its thing, right? 10% execution, 90% waiting. So if you have any questions, I know you guys have asked a lot of questions already. I've answered most of them, but if you have more, put it in and let's cook. Let's cook. The way things they go for stop school and take training serious because Ghana here school is not important, no job. No, do not stop too. Do not stop the school. Do not. That's going to be one of the greatest mistakes you ever make. Now, education is how you see it. Okay. I'm not saying when you're done with school, go and look for job and all of those things. Yes, 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 yes. But you can do both. You can trade and work. You can trade and still school. You can do whatever it is you want to do. You don't have to quit one for the other. Okay? Now listen, education does not only open, especially if you take it seriously, it opens your mind. It gives you connection, it gives you access to people as well. It's very, very important. Now, even also you acquire skills in school as well. So let's say you're done with school and let's say you're looking for ways to fund your account, for instance. One of the easiest ways to fund your account is to get a job. How do you get a job without qualifications? Do you get what I'm saying? So in as much as yes, I understand where we come from, things are tough, like they're not really easy. You can be done with school and not even get a job and whatnot. You are better off with it than without it. If you don't have it Friday, you're not part cry. Do you get what I'm saying? Unless you choose a much more different route. But what I will suggest to you is that don't even go to the school for going sake. Make sure that whatever course you are learning, you are actually learning it. Like learn a skill from it. If it's accounting, when you're done with school, you should be able to prepare some books. Some books. Sorry. If it's administration, whatever it is, learn something. Also go beyond your course. Like life is all about skills now. So learn, learn, learn. Keep investing and pouring in yourself. You can do the both. You can do the two of them. You don't need to quit one for the other. Okay, so do not quit your school. Go to school. Guys, look at how the candle closed. Aye, we are in for a long day. I'm not gonna lie, we are in for a very, very long day. Very long one. Because look, just look at this. Few minutes to closure. Look at the bearish presence we got. What was supposed to be a very strong bullish candle has now become this. At this point, it's even like 50, 50. It's either we continue up or we come back down again. I think that is very hard because being in uni and still trading is very hard. Nothing is easy in this world. Even stopping the uni and trading will also be hard. So choose your hard. Chef Ricky, what's the best lot size to trade a $50 account starting out? 0.01. Maybe that one self, one wrong trade it will blow. So maybe you can just withdraw the money. Any plans for virtual Xmas party? Virtual party there. Why do you want virtual party? Must be in person. We are reducing share. Reducing what? Savage moves. Neutral bit. This job lasts forever. If your account wipe, then you wipe. Oh, I mean, it's simple maths. If your account wipe, it's simple things. But risk management was not on point. You know, this trade might be very stressful, but I'm still holding, not trading. I'm still in the trade. I'm still very much in the trade. I don't know if you can see. Let me hold it properly for you to see. Still very much in the trade. I think you can see. Still very much in the trade. Guys, at 8 a.m. I actually do have the one-on-one session, so I will need to exit the session. But let's wait for a while to see how it goes. Any giveaway for Xmas? Just good music, vibing outside of Xmas virtual game. Oh, really? You're not in Ghana. That's why I'm sure you're not in Ghana. The way you keep talking about virtual, virtual. Anyway, we'll do virtual party for those of you not in Ghana. Any giveaway for Xmas? What are you giving me for Xmas? What I have been giving you the whole year. You are still asking for giveaway for Xmas. Gomez, what are you giving me for Xmas? It's looking good again, huh? So do this for non-Ghanaians. Okay, I'll consider it. Think about it. Stonewall Shatter. No, this is Vice Cartel, the world boss. I'm not dead. I'm not lucky people you give. So give me to put them lucky for you. You need to give me. Guys, this trade is just I don't know. Just doing this thing at this point. I will give you when I'm profitable like you, sir. This one is looking for every excuse, every possible excuse in the world that to just Benjamin the tape says was number one on the ladder, top viewer, was looking for view. What do you think is looking for you? I placed my stop below that hammer and it's 60 pips. What do you think? I don't know. I don't know anything about your stop. I cannot think about your stop for you now. Your system, your stop. My stop, my system says my stop down there. Yep, yep. More fire emojis, guys. Yep, 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 yep. Okay, okay, we have another closure. This is better than the first one. This is good. This is good. This is good. And 1 hour candle has also closed. Wow. This 1 hour candle is a bearish one. It just has a lot of wick or rejection from down from the boost. That's all. But overall, 30 minutes also giving us a nice bullish confirmation. Overall, we're good. I think we're good. Let's see how this one goes. Guys, it's 8 o'clock. As I said, I have a one-on-one session I need to go attend to. So this is what we're gonna do, okay? This is what we're gonna do. I was really gonna sit in the trade with you guys, so but it looks like the trade is gonna stall a while for a bit before it finally moves. So currently or personally, I'm still in the trade. I have my stop loss at 4278.50. Okay, we currently price is currently above stop loss. So what I will do is to hold the trade out. Also, if I make any trade decisions, okay, I will let you guys know in the community. So if you're not in the community, you see the link that I have pinned in the comment section. Just click on that one. It will take you straight to the Telegram community. You just join it and then you wait. If I have any trade updates, I'll put it there. If I don't do, it means I'm still holding the trade, right? So that's basically what we're gonna do now. I'll stay to but I have one-on-one session now. I need to go attend to. But anyway, it's been good. I'm trading with you guys live again. I hope you guys learned one or two. I hope you guys learned one or two things. What did you guys learn from today's live stream? Quickly before I go, what did you guys learn actively? I mean, we held this trade throughout drawdown, we back up, and all of those things. What are some of the things that you have learned from today's live session? Quickly before I go, guys. So Michael says be patient, price go fly. Okay. JFS says don't add positions when trade is reversing. Very key. Very key. Kojo Geek says believe in your system and set a loss that you're comfortable to lose. Facts. Facts, Kojo. More guys. Take partials at least 100 pips, okay? Trade management, okay? Stick to one system, okay? Always follow Always follow Chef Rick. You remember most of our GPS? Yes, I remember you very well. You and one other guy met me some time back. Right, so guys, this is where I'll leave you guys. As you can see, we'll talk later or we'll stream later. It's been a good one. I'll see you guys again on the flip side. Peace out.